An important topic that I do want to touch on is taking delivery of a Barber chair. Now, when you do take delivery of a chair, you have to keep in mind that, we do the best that we can on our end to make sure that all the screws are nice and tight. But what happens is during transportation, these 18-wheelers, they're bumping, they're going through bumps on the road, the chairs are vibrating, and screws are screws. Unless they have glue or some kind of a Loctite, they're gonna want to get loose. So when you do take delivery of a chair, it's very highly recommended that you go through some of the more important screws just to kind of check for tightness, make sure that nothing got loose. And I'm gonna go ahead and point out the screws that I'm referring to. So, for example, these screws here that hold the back in place, you just want to make sure that these are hand tightened. These here screws that support the brackets for the arms, you want to make sure that those are tight. Another set of important screws are the ones that are here in the bottom. You just want to make sure that they're tight because again, those are some of the screws that tend to kind of get loose. Other than that, just go through the whole screws at least every 6 months. Because again, even when people sitting on the chairs, things tend to, want to get loose with the heat, with, change in weather. So always just check these screws, check the ones in the bottom, upon delivery, check these upon delivery, check these upon delivery. These, they rarely get loose, but again, every 6 months, just check upon them. These screws here it's really important to never over tighten these because these parts are made out of cast iron. And if you over torque these, you're gonna snap the legs. So just make sure that they're a little snug, nothing crazy. They do have lock nuts underneath, so that does help prevent it from coming undone. But again, just grab a screwdriver, tighten it up very little. Just once you feel pressure, that's it, let go. And that's about it. These, same thing, you have to check them at least after 6 months, a year, just to make sure that they didn't get loose. But yeah, so those are just some steps to take, just to make sure that this chair is going to last you, for the remainder of its life.